All right, welcome back. Well, when you go through hard times, it is so important to have a strong community around you. And right now we have Artisha Rawls, who founded the Uterus Bar after she went through a very tough time and wanted to help other women going through the same thing. So Artisha, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So you went through something that I would say is pretty traumatic. So kind of talk about your story.
So in 2022, I had reproductive complications. In 2023, I had to have an emergency hysterectomy. I felt like it was a lack of support. I felt like no one cared. And quite frankly, in the medical community, I felt like just another number. But what I needed was someone to help me understand the before, the during, the after. I didn't have anybody to talk to. And no one talks to you about your finances, how that can be affected. No one talks to you about your family dynamic and how that can be affected. No one talks to you about the nutrition. So important. What do you eat before, during, or after? And the biggest thing, no one talks about how it takes a big plummet on your mental health. So in the US, it's 600,000 women that are having hysterectomies annually. Mm-hmm. It's a taboo topic. We see it played out in the political arena. You have women that are suffering in silence, and I wanted to be a voice for the voiceless. So this is why I created the Uterus Bar. It's a hysterectomy guidebook to help prepare, thrive, and educate you. And then later, it grew bigger into the Uterus Bar support group that we have in Viva Las Vegas at Lola's Louisiana Kitchen.
So let's talk about these sessions and what are some of the common health issues that come up when people are telling their story?
Yeah, PCOS, menopause, perimenopause, hysterectomy, fibroids, endometriosis. They talk about infertility. We provide a safe space, a dedicated space to be able to talk about those things. We provide support, resources, and sometimes you may have a provider, like a doctor or a specialist, to come and talk about those specific topics.
So you have a book as well to help people. Mm-hmm. So tell us about the book.
So the book, it's my baby, the Uterus Bar. It has prayers in it. It has affirmations. It talks to you about your nutrition, the things to do, what not to do, and it talks about your mental health as well. So whether you've had a hysterectomy or on the fence or you've had one, this book is going to be for you.
And how can people get that book?
Go on to uterusbar.com.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
All right, easy enough. Now let's talk about the sessions that you have. Mm-hmm. You have one coming up.
Yes.
So how can people, who would be a good person to go to that session?
Any woman that is experiencing or have experienced having reproductive concerns, okay? So our next one is gonna be this Saturday, June 28th at Lola's Louisiana Kitchen from 2 to 4. When you do come, you are going to be greeted with a smile. You're going to be greeted with a hug. You're going to see women of all ages there. You're able to tell your story or just take back and just sit back and relax. You're going to see women laugh. You're going to see women may shed some tears, but you're going to feel empowered. You are going to leave there and feel like, you know what? I found my tribe, my sisterhood community. That's important.
That's definitely important. Do we need tickets for that, or can we just show up?
Go on Eventbrite, on the Uterus Bar, and you can get your tickets for there.
All right, and that's happening Saturday, June 28th. A great way for women to talk about, because like you said, this is very taboo. A lot of people don't want to talk about this. And I do want to ask, now that you have founded the Uterus Bar, real quick, how has your mental health changed as a whole?
Wow, it's given me a newfound purpose. Because again, being able to help is really important to me. I'm a nurse, so it's in me. But just being able to help people, I feel like it's also providing me with therapy. So,
absolutely, I love it. Artisha, where can people find you?
Yes, so they can find me on Instagram at the Uterus Bar, also theuterusbar.com, and we're growing. We're small, but we're growing and we're thriving, and I'm happy.
And I can tell this is going to make a huge impact. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your story.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it.